Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to week number 6 in WBE World Battle Entertainment. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steel Wings. We are here today taking on my friend Chimpact and the Philadelphia Scizors. If you guys are excited, show some love on the like button down below. If you guys are new, feel free to subscribe for more as well. I apologize for the delay in uploading. There was a little bit of a scheduling conflict that we got taken care of, but we are here today, so I hope you guys are excited for that. Chimpact is an insane battler, and he has an incredible team that hopefully we're going to take down today. So if you guys are new, what I like to do in these videos is you'll see some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production saying if you want to go on ahead and skip right on ahead of the Wi-Fi battle, you certainly can do so. Check out that battle. I always recommend you guys watch the team builders. That way you guys know what exactly I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, what I'm afraid of, what I'm planning for, thoughts going into the team preparation and things like that. We're also going to go full face cam so I can show off my shirt, pick up a Detroit Steel Wings shirt. Helps support the team, helps support the channel, helps keep lights on around here. So thank you guys in advance. Yeah, there's not too much I want to say about this. We're coming off a little rocky streak. We're going to try to turn it around today. I think we've got the 6 that we need in order to take on Chimpact's team. So we're going to start breaking down the teams. You guys are going to start to see those appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team consisting of Zero Aura, Gyarados, Klefki, Crocodile, Lucario, Quillfish, Slurpuff, Snorlax, Gourgeist, regular Rotom, so Rotom Ghost, and Sigilyph. Some things to note about my opponent's team. He only has 1 Stealth Rocker in the form of Crocodile, 2 Spikers in the form of Klefki and Quillfish, a Toxic Spiker in the form of Quillfish, a Sticky Web user in the form of Slurpuff, no Rapid Spinners, but 3 very solid Defoggers in Klefki, Rotom, and Sigilyph, and then his only Cleric support on the team is Slurpuff. So that is something to note about my opponent's team. He's got, like, Zero Aura is the fastest thing I'm pretty sure you can draft in League format, aside from, like, Ninjask. But if that even, I don't even think Ninjask is even in the game right now. What am I saying? But either way, Zero Aura is like the fastest, best thing you can draft right now. So that's a little unfortunate because we really he can just toss a Choice Scarf on and just outdo anything we want to do. So something to note ahead of time, we don't have anything faster than Zero Aura. Our plan to beat Zero Aura is by baiting it and counter killing it or revenge killing it in some way. So that's going to be the game plan right here. I really don't have a solid 6 that I think he could bring. And if I had to take a look at the team, I definitely think that Zero Aura could show up. I do think Klefki could show up. Screen support is really nice against my team. I do think that Slurpuff does need to show up. No, I guess Klefki could be the fairy type to help out with Goodra on the team there. Quillfish could definitely show up to kind of help out, or Gourgeist. Leaning more towards the Gourgeist there to kind of help out with Farakion. Rotom could be nice. Sigilyph can be really good. I've seen a few of Chimpact's battles this season. He does really well with Sigilyph. So I could definitely see Sigilyph showing up. Gyarados provides some nice defensive support against some of the other Pokemon that I do have on the team. And then Snorlax is just kind of good to have. I'm taking a look here. Lucario could be pretty problematic. So let's go on ahead and say the 6 that I think my opponent could bring. Zero Aura, Klefki, Gourgeist, Sigilyph, Gyarados, and Lucario. So those are the 6 that at a glance, I just woke up and got out of the shower, so I apologize that I didn't have that put together a little bit more ahead of time. I know he's going to bring Zero Aura. Like, you just don't draft Zero Aura and not bring it, quite frankly. So I do know that's going to show up. The other 5, okay. So we're going to go on ahead and start kind of talking about the team. The first Pokemon we're bringing this week, I feel like every time that I've brought this Pokemon, maybe it's just me that's not using it to the full potential, but seeing as how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his Pokemon are weak to either electric or dark typing, I feel like if almost 50% of your roster is weak to something's dual stab, I think you have to bring it. So the first Pokemon we're bringing this week is Mormeepo, the Morpeko. She's rocking her heavy duty boots with the Hunger Switch ability, Aura Wheel, Protect, Psychic Fangs, and Parting Shot. We have 252 EVs in attack, 4 in special defense, 252 EVs in speed with a Jolly Nature. Now, with the 252 EVs in speed with the Jolly Nature, we are speed tying max speed Sigilyph. We are outspeeding Rotom. We are outspeeding bulky Gourgeist. We're outspeeding Snorlax, Slurpuff, Quillfish, Lucario, Crocodile, Klefki, and Gyarados. So we've got a great speed tier to be able to come in, and Aura Wheel giving us the speed boost is also really nice. Protect is really nice because we are able to utilize our Hunger Switch to switch from either the full belly or the hangry mode, so we can have either electric or dark Aura Wheel. Psychic Fangs is there because screens on either Klefki, Rotom, or Sigilyph could be a little problematic for some of our teams. So we got Psychic Fangs there to deal with that. And then Parting Shot is just kind of nice. Parting Shot is nice. Pivot for some momentum. Parting Shot is nice to get an attack drop on something in case we do need to bring in another one of our teammates to kind of deal with things. So yeah, that's going to be more Pico. Nothing too crazy to say about that. Next Pokemon we're bringing on the team, not choiced in any way. Not choiced in any way. We're bringing Moose the Terrakion. He's my best bro. He's rocking his Choppleberry this week with the Justified ability. Stealth Rock, Sacred Sword, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. We have 4 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, 244 in speed with an adamant nature. With this, we are outspeeding max speed Crocodile, Lucario, Quillfish, Slurpuff, Snorlax, and Rotom, Klefki, and Gyarados. So we still have a really solid speed tier on the team. We still have a really solid hard-hitting dual stab to take on a large amount of his team between Edgequake and then the Sacred Sword there. I wanted to bring Sacred Sword. It's the second time this season we've had to play Snorlax because there was a trade. So we're bringing Sacred Sword in case it's like Curselax. So that's the thought process behind there. We've got Choppleberry to kind of help out with fighting moves, but the idea behind this is that Zeraora goes for a close combat on us. I think he'd probably run physical Zeraora with like the Grass Knot coverage for Gastrodon. So I think he's got to run physical because Goodra's a really good counter for it. So, and you can just hit it with a Play Rough or a close combat really, but Play Rough more than likely. So I think if Zeraora is going to show up, I don't think he would go for a grass move on Terrakion. I think he would go for the fighting move with the Choppleberry. That's just my thoughts on it. And with that, especially because if I get a close combat off, then my defense is, I guess it's both, but either way, I'm prepping for close combat Zeraora there. That's the tweet right there. So, the idea is that Zeraora goes for a close combat. We live it thanks to our Choppleberry, and we turn around and we OHKO it with Earthquake. So that's the idea behind this. Nothing too crazy there. We outspeed a large majority of the team, and our dual stab alongside Earthquake is really, really nice to have. And then we've got Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks are really nice. He's only got Defoggers, so if rocks become a little problematic for things like the Gyarados, or things like the for breaking any sort of sashes, for any sort of chip damage, things like that. I almost said for the Sigilif, but Sigilif has Magic Guard. It could bring Tinted Lens. He definitely could bring, but I assume Magic Guard Sigilif if it shows up. But could be nice just to kind of help that out so it deters him from getting any sort of hazards up. And then because if he gets those hazards up, he needs to remove those alongside my rocks. So that's going to be Terrakion. Next Pokemon we're bringing on the team, we're bringing Platinum the Skarmory. She is rocking her leftovers with the sturdy ability, Body Press, Defog, Roost, and Whirlwind at 252 EVs in HP. 252 in defense, 4 in special defense with an impish nature. This really just helps out with all the physical threats on his team. Crocodile, Lucario, Quillfish, Snorlax. I mean, Zeraora to an extent if we can body press it, but we don't want to take a Plasma Fist or a Volt Switch. But Gyarados as well. I mean, we can Whirlwind that thing out. So combination of Rocks and Whirlwind do kind of help us phase things out. If any of his Pokemon start becoming problematic and setting up, he's got a few Moxie Sweepers potentially. Lucario can set up, Quillfish can set up, Slurpuff can set up. Like, it just really... Whirlwind's really nice to have, and it's a really good physical check to a lot on his team. Nothing too crazy to say. Roost and leftovers to kind of help us stay in the game a little bit longer. Defog on our end, just in case he like takes the fact that there's rocks on his side of the field, but still decides to hazard stack me. We can kind of, take the L and defog away those hazards. And then Body Press is just really nice. The only Pokemon, I don't think Gourgeist stays in on us, and we don't want to stay in on a Rotom or a Sigilif, quite frankly, that can go for super effective moves. So we just Body Press everything else for some chip damage, or we just whirlwind them around over our rocks. Next Pokemon I'm bringing on the team. Big fan of this set. Big fan of this set. We're bringing Bunker the Cloyster. He's rocking his White Herb with the Skill Link ability. Shell Smash, Icicle Spear, Rock Blast, and Mud Shot. We have 92 EVs in attack, 188 EVs in special attack, 228 EVs in speed with a Rash Nature. Now, what does this do? After a Shell Smash, we do outspeed +1 Crocodile, meaning we also outspeed +1 Gyarados. We outspeed Lucario, Quillfish, Slurpuff at +1. If it's unburdened, that's a little bit of a problem, but we'll get there when we get there. Defensive Gourgeist, Rotom, Sigilif, we do not outspeed if it is like Scarf Sigilif. So, but after a Shell Smash, we do outpace the highest likely Scarf candidate in Crocodile, in my opinion. So, with that. Shell Smash is really nice because what it does is Rock Blast. Between Rock Blast and Icicle Spear, we really clean up a large majority of the team, and then the Pokemon that kind of hinder us from going for that Shell Smash sweep, namely Klefki, Lucario, and Quillfish, we are able to go for the Mud Shot, which does a tremendous amount of damage. I want to keep rocks up or have some sort of chip damage off on Quillfish, Klefki, and Lucario ahead of time, because +2 Mud Shot with our investment does OHKO standard sets after rocks damage. So that's going to be Cloyster. Nothing too crazy there. Likely candidates that we could potentially Shell Smash on. We could probably scare out Crocodile. Snorlax has some potential. Gourgeist has some potential. Sigilyph, maybe, if we can scare it out. It depends on how we play it right and how we decide to bring it in. So we do have 180 base defense is really no laughing matter. So if we bring it in on a physical threat, we can hopefully take one hit and then go from there. Next Pokemon we're bringing on the team. We're bringing Nova the Rapidash. He's rocking his expert belt with the Flame Body ability, Wild Charge, Low Kick, Flare Blitz, and Morning Sun. We have 52 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, 196 in speed with a Jolly Nature. With this speed tier and a Jolly Nature, we are outspeeding Sigilyph and below. So offensive Gourgeist does outspeed us, so that is something to keep in mind. But other than that, we outspeed Sigilyph, we outspeed Rotom, we outspeed Snorlax, Slurpuff, Quillfish, Lucario, Crocodile, Klefki, and Gyarados. Flame Body does have a 30% chance to burn for any sort of contact moves. The combination of all of our moves paired with the Expert Belt do really well this week. Flare Blitz just nabs Zeraora, Wild Charge for the Gyarados. Flare Blitz for the Klefki, Low Kick for Crocodile, Flare Blitz for Lucario, Wild Charge for Quillfish, Flare Blitz for Slurpuff, Low Kick for Snorlax, Flare Blitz for Gourgeist, Flare Blitz for Rotom, and then Wild Charge for Sigilyph. We're really doing a lot of damage this week, which is why we wanted to have that Morning Sun on there, just to kind of get a little bit of recovery back with some of those recoil moves. But Low Kick being able to help out with Crocodile and Snorlax is going to be really, really nice. Last Pokemon we're bringing on the team. We're bringing Slugger the Gastrodon. He's rocking his Rindo Berry with the Storm Drain ability. We have Miracoat, Recover, Scald, and Earthquake. 244 EVs in HP, 252 in defense, 12 in special defense with a Sassy Nature. Now, the idea behind this is Zeraora more than likely running a grass move to hit me. I want to be able to hit Miracoat against it. That's really all there is to say about that. Recover helps us stay in the game a little bit longer. Scald and Earthquake are just really, really spammable. Being able to fish off burns, being able to do super effective damage to Pokemon like Klefki, Crocodile, Lucario, Quillfish. Being able to snag a burn on Snorlax, being able to snag a burn on Gourgeist or Slurpuff could be really, really nice as well. Our bulk just allows us to take some of these special hits just a little bit better, and that's going to be Gastrodon. So nothing too crazy about the team this week. I think it's pretty straightforward. There's no real complicated, intricate sets. I think we've got the 6 that we need to bring, and we're going to go from there. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the team in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys when we connect. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with week 6 of the WBE. You guys see the 6 that I am bringing against my friend Chimpact and the Philadelphia Scizors right down below. We've got more Pico, Terrakion, Skarmory, Cloyster, Rapidash, and Gastrodon. You guys see the 6 that I think my opponent is going to be bringing. Definitely go check out Chimp's channel. Link will be in the description as always. Of course, you guys are new, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more. And if you're old, feel free to leave a like. Helps out a long way. We are going to cut to team preview, and I'll be right back. All right, so my opponents, we got a few of them right. We do see the Crocodile show up, and we do see the Slurpuff show up. So I like that, I think, at this point. I have no problem leading off with our... Let's lead off with Terrakion. Let's go on ahead and do that and go from there. Let's go on ahead and do that, and let's go from there. I did bring my 1 ground type, so could be a good lead for my opponent. Let me just make sure I've got everything here. Klefki has Prankster. I assume Slurpuff to have Unburden. Lucario could probably be... I'm not sure. He goes on Aang, and that's going to be the Zeraora. Okay, cool. So I've got no problem just clicking Earthquake against this thing. I've got no problem just clicking Earthquake against this thing. It does do a tremendous amount of damage. So I think that's what I'm just going to go for. He's got the Grass Knot. And that is going to blow me backwards. Damn it. And it was a crit too. I don't know if that would have mattered. Zera KOs. Thrak. Okay. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to go out into our Rapidash here if he's choiced in any way. I wonder if that would have mattered. Let me just take a look here. Grass Knot, he needs to be like absolutely spectacles in every way, shape, or form if that is the case. Flare Blitz goes pretty free against his team. Unless that crit did matter. I'm going to go over the Flare Blitz. He's got the Volt Switch, so crit definitely mattered. Crit definitely mattered. It's unfortunate, but, you know, it's the game we play. And I don't see anything that wants to take a Flare Blitz, really. Goes out in the top, which is going to be the Crocodile. We do see the Intimidate from the Crocodile. Okay. We're just going to get some big boy damage off on this thing right now. We're faster in a normal scenario, and he could just go for rocks. So what I kind of want to do is... do I want to just Morning Sun? Thinking he'll go for rocks. Yeah, let's Morning Sun first. Because in worst case scenario, if he knocks off, there's always the Flame Body. I've got a Skarmory right there, so let's just go on ahead. Let's go for Morning Sun here, get a little recovery. We'll see if he's Scarfed at this point too, because we are like set to outpace this thing. So I feel like Morning Sun should be just a fine overall play, unless he just stays in and attacks me and goes for Earthquake, which he could. I mean, he's already up 1. So getting some sort of rock step. He actually withdraws. Okay, cool. He withdraws and goes back out in Aang. That's fine by me. We're going to get a good Morning Sun off here. I don't see the problem with just going for another Flare Blitz here. Alternatively, I could also Low Kick. Low Kick's doing just a little bit more damage. Actually, you know what? Let's go out into Gastrodon here. Let's go out into Gastrodon. As he goes for the knockoff. Okay. So I no longer have a Rindo Berry. But unless he's Specs, I should be able to Mirror Coat, I want to assume. We know he's not Specs either, so let's go on ahead and Mirror Coat this. Awesome. Gastrodon takes out the Zero Aura. Okay, cool. So no Zero Aura, no Terrakion. So we're not looking too bad. It was good that we were able to get the Morning Sun off with Rapidash. And the Rindo Berry is gone on our Gastrodon, so not the end of the world, but that's really what we needed it for with Zero Aura. And he goes down to Toph. Okay. Now Toph can more than likely just click knockoff here against us. He could also just go for Earthquake. So what I want to do is I want to go out into Skarmory now. I want to keep Gastrodon around to kind of help out with potentially Sigilif. And I guess Lucario to an extent. I do need to click Recover at some point. If he goes for Rocks here on my switch into Skarmory, that's a great play. He goes for Earthquake. Okay. Fine by me. I don't think he would want to stay in, so I could probably double here into Rapidash. Let's go on ahead and do that. Let's make that play. So he stays in, potentially going for a knockoff. So he'll knock off our Expert Bell, but there's also the Flame Body burn that we could get. And he just sets up Stealth Rocks. Okay, no big deal. And we've already got enough damage where I can just go for a low kick and do some big boy damage to this Crocodile here. Let's see how he wants to play that. We're faster than everything else on the team. He is Chople Berry on the Crocodile. Okay. Okay. Earthquake's going to knock us out more than likely here. Okay, no worries. Brook KOs. Rapidash. I don't like rocks. I don't like rocks. I do want to get those away. Could go out into more Pico and Parting Shot. Into something like Skarmory. Let's do that. Let's go out into more Pico and let's Parting Shot into Skarmory. Let's do that because I'd like to defog these rocks away for Cloyster. Earthquake, Stealth Rock, would he be like Taunt for Shell Smash Cloyster? He withdraws. Okay, so Parting Shot actually was our best play here. As he goes down to Kitara, which is going to be the Klefki. And then our best way of hitting this right now is actually Gastrodon's Earthquake. So let's see about going out into Gastrodon here. No, that's not the play, is it? I'd like to get these. Yeah, let's go out into Skarmory here. I'd like to get these hazards out of the way. So let's go out into Skarmory and let's go for a defog. Let's go for the defog here. And then if this is some weird setup, Klefki, we can also just Whirlwind it out. As he just sets up Reflect. Okay, so our Psychic Fangs are actually going to be really, really nice. And we're going to get the Reflect out of the way, and we're going to get the Stealth Rocks out of the way as well. Cool. So I've got no problem just going for like a Body Press here for some chip damage. As he just sets up another Reflect, that's fine. We can defog this away next turn once we're at full. And we'll see if he's Leftovers or Light Clay. I would assume that to be... I don't have much speed investment on here, so it looks like Light Clay. So let's just go on ahead and defog that Reflect away. As he goes for the Thunder Wave. Okay, he does miss. Now, he's probably going to go for another one of those. I think this might be a good opportunity to go out into Slugger and click Recover. Especially since he can't Thunder Wave the Skarmory. Here's the Reflect. Okay. Let's go on ahead and just recover here. We're slower. He could knock us out. He very well could. Depending on the investment that he's got. But Gastrodon's pretty thick. As he goes down to Sparky Boom. Okay, Sparky Boom, man. There's going to be the Sigilif here as we recover. Now, he's got the Reflect up, so we can still go out into our Skarmory and defog these away and kind of get rolling with more Pico. I do think Scalding is probably going to be our best bet here. As he's got Calm Mind. Okay. Okay, no worries. We've got the Whirlwind on the... we've got Whirlwind on Skarmory to help out with this. Big crit damage. I will take that. I will take that. Now, what I want to do, because he more than likely has some sort of recovery move... Do I take this opportunity to go out into Skarmory as he's like Calm Mind Roost something? I want to keep that Sturdy intact. Let's recover here again. Let's see what his moves are. There's the Roost. Okay, so we could have went out into Skarmory on that. That's fine. So we'll recover. We'll keep Gastrodon at full, and then we can go out into Skarmory here. And we can just Whirlwind him out. There we go. We don't see an item, so it might be like Focus Sash. Might be Magic Guard Focus Sash. So we've seen Calm Mind Roost. Definitely could have a Colbur Berry for more Pico. There's the Calm Mind. Okay, so we're going to be able to get a nice Whirlwind off on this thing. We're going to be able to get a very nice whirlwind off on this thing. There's the heat wave. Okay. He does miss the heat wave, which is pretty huge because we are going to be able to get a free whirlwind off here. And goes out in the top, which is the crocodile. Okay. So we can body press here pretty freely. Let's just go on ahead and go for that here. He withdraws, potentially going back out into Klefki. Goes out into Suki. Okay. Suki's going to be the Slurpuff. So I don't know what this thing wants to do to me. I honestly feel like just whirlwinding is probably going to be our best play. Flamethrower. Okay. Okay. We're going to whirlwind that out, hopefully in a crocodile. Good. Okay, so we can get a slow roost off here, actually, which will help us out in the long run. The roost will help us out in the long run. The reflect wears off. Let's just go on ahead and roost here. He withdraws. Okay, so I think after recovery and everything, we should be good. He goes back out into Suki, which is the Slurpuff. We already got a little bit of damage off on that. I think it'd be fine to go out into Gastrodon, potentially. Especially because after this roost, we're going to be back at full to help out with Sigilif. Let's just go back out into Gastrodon here. I believe this thing gets Energy Ball. If he does go for Energy Ball right now, great play. He's got the Sticky Web. Okay. So we still have our Defog intact, and we've got our boots on our Morpeko. Let's just go on ahead. Do I want to scout for the Flamethrower at all? Or scout for the Energy Ball? Let's go back out into Skarmory. Let's scout for that Energy Ball. As he withdraws. Okay, so going for Mirror Coat there was definitely a good play. As he goes out into Sparky Boom. And what I want to do here is first defog these rocks away. Or defog these webs away. As he just goes for the Heat Wave. Okay, that's going to be doing some good damage to us. That brings us down to our Sturdy. It was a crit. Okay, I don't think the crit mattered. And now what I want to do, honestly, is I think I just click Whirlwind with Skarmory. Just in case. He goes for like a Calm Mind or something right here. Let's see how that plays out. We get a little bit of leftovers recovery if he decides to switch out in a Klefki or something. He goes for Calm Mind. Okay, so Whirlwinding was the play there. I definitely don't want to have to deal with this thing setting up all over me. I do have the Morpeko. And we get Sokka. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go right out into Gastrodon on this thing to kind of keep Skarmory around. As he potentially goes for like a close combat or something. There's the close combat. That's going to be doing... that's okay damage. That's not good damage. That's not damage I like to see. Gastrodon versus Lucario. We know he's not Life Orb. So close combat doing that much. Definitely could be a roll. Could be Scarf also. Could be Scarf also. Let's try to recover here. Let's try to recover if he gets a low roll. Let's see what draws. Okay, so we're going to keep our defensive walls available. Goes back out to Suki, which is the Slurpuff. Okay. Now, I could go out into... What is Cloyster hitting? Like on the Sticky Web, I could go out into Cloyster here. Slurpuff. We're not outspeeding max speed. Let's go out into special too. So Cloyster's not going to have fun going for that. I think I need to go for some damage here. Let's go on ahead. Let's Scald. Let's Scald here. He's got the Sticky Web. Okay. Now, if it's Scarf Lucario, a little bit of a situation here. If it's not, you know, okay. Let's go out into Skarmory here. If we have to play with webs, we have to play with webs. We still have more Pico in the back to kind of help out. As he goes out into Sparky Boom. Okay. And we're just going to click Whirlwind against this guy. We are just going to click Whirlwind against this guy in case he decides to go for another move against me. There's the Heat Wave. Heat Wave is going to connect. Sigilif KOs. Sigilif KOs Skarm. I think now's a good opportunity to bring in our more Pico. We do speed tie with max speed Sigilif. And I'm honestly just going to go for the Aura Wheel here. I could also Parting Shot. I could also Parting Shot, but what does that get me? Let's Aura Wheel. Let's Aura Wheel. Let's see what draws. Parting Shot would have been the better play there. Should have went with my gut. As he goes out into Toph. Okay. So Toph's pretty low. I don't know what a -1 Aura Wheel is doing to this. Probably not a lot. Probably not a lot. Yeah, 17 to 21. That's not looking like it. So let's just go on ahead and Parting Shot here. I think this might be a good a time as any. Oh, as the Parting Shot actually works, and he goes out into Kitara. Okay. We'll Parting Shot here. Let's Parting Shot out into Gastrodon, maybe? Let's go on to Gastrodon. Let's click Earthquake. Could also go for, he's gonna go for a Reflect right here, I feel like. Let's go for Scald. There's the light screen, actually. Okay, so he has the dual screen set, so Earthquake would have been the better play there. Burn would be nice, Burn would be nice, or another crit. We're just trading crits this round. Now, he's definitely going to go for a... Reflect right here, right? Definitely goes for a Reflect right here. Does Dazzling Gleam does a lot to us. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Let's just stay in. Let's whittle this thing down. Let's go for Earthquake here. I see what draws. Okay, and potentially goes out into Sparky Boom. Okay. So he's got the light screen up as we go for the Earthquake. So what I want to do right here is go right on out into our more Pico. He's got only light screen up, so we can go for Aura Wheel against this. As he goes for the Calm Mind. Okay. So we've seen Calm Mind versus Heat Wave Blank. Now, Aura Wheel's pretty free, but if he's Culber Berry, let's just stay in and protect. Let's see what he wants to do. Let's see what draws. Okay, that's fine by me. He goes back out into Toph. Gets the Intimidate off. Okay. Now, if he wants to stay in and attack this time, I'm going to go for another protect here. As he does just go for rocks. Okay. And what I will do here is just Parting Shot. Now, we could go out into Cloister. We could potentially go out into Cloister here. If he's -1, let's go out into Gastrodon here. Let's keep more Pico around. And then I think he needs to keep this around so more Pico can't just like do things. As he goes for the Earthquake. Okay. So we're going to take that pretty nicely. And now what I want to do is I actually think I want to go out in a Cloister here and click Shell Smash. The White Herb will counteract the Sticky Webs. Let's do that. Let's go out in a Cloister. Let's put some offensive pressure on as he withdraws. And goes down to Sparky Boom. Okay. Now, this thing could definitely knock us out here. Heat Wave does 61 to 72, and we're at 75, so I can Shell Smash. I can Shell Smash. Let's go for it. Let's try it. As he goes for Heat Wave, 61 to 72 from max HP. Oh, nope. He must have had more investment than I thought. Okay. Digivolve KO's Cloister. Okay. So, Morpeko is just going to come in here, and we are going to click Parting Shot into... It's Morpeko and Gastrodon against the world, and I got to get some of these plays right. I think... God, I need a little bit more chip damage on Crocodile in order for Hangry Aura Wheel to knock it out. And that's the issue. That's the issue I find myself in. Because if our rocks would have stayed up, that would have been fine. But alas, they did not. I'll Parting Shot out. Go out into Gastrodon. And then I think on whatever move he goes for, I need to double back into. I just need like a little bit of damage. All I need. All I need. And I don't know what Sigilif's last move is for me to try to like mirror code it. Probably Stored Power. There's the Earthquake. Okay. I will just go for a Scald here. I will just go for a Scald. Is he... Oh, okay. Okay. Crocodile had Taunt. Okay. So Gastrodon knocks out Crocodile. Unfortunately, I believe if that is Scarf Lucario, I may be in a bad situation here, but let's just kind of get a feel for it. Goes out into Sparky Boom. Okay. He goes out into Sparky Boom because now it's his chance to kind of set up all over us. I'm going to go right out into more Pico here. And we have to figure out if he's Colbert or Wakan. This is a fun match. This is a fun match. Here's the Psy Shock. Yes. All right. We made that play right. We're going to go into hangry mode here. Parting Shot is probably our best opportunity here. But if I want to start getting damage off, I do need to go for an Aura Wheel. Let's go on ahead and make that play here. Let's see what draws. Goes at Nasuki. Okay. Suzuki's going to take... Suzuki's going to take Aura Wheel right here. Does that pop Citrus? I don't see Citrus, so I think the electric one should knock it out. I have to hope. I have to hope. Oh, so close. So close, so close, so close. Can I live a hit? There's the Unburden too. So I'm +2 and he's +2. If I can live one hit. Can I live a Dazzling Gleam? On one. Oh. Oh, let's go. All right. I need to protect. I need to protect. Oh, we lived on one. I want to kind of hope that Lucario has no priority. Oh, he's got Wish. Oh, he's got Wish. Okay. Calm. Oh, my God. Flamethrower, Sticky Web, Wish. Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. So I can just go for the electric Aura Wheel right here. All right, more Pico. KOs. Slurpuff. Oh boy. A more Pico in his dream, dude. Goes out into Sokka. All right, here's where we've got some problems here. So, protect because he's gonna have some sort of priority, and I think this is where we lose. Extreme Speed. Yep, there it is. There it is. Unfortunately, I can't do nothing about that. And that's going to be game. That is going to be 100% game. I can try to Parting Shot here if he switches into gas, if he does something, I don't know, but that's the game right there. Lucario KOs more Pico. Yeah, and then I have to, it's Gastrodon versus the world here at this point. And if I want any chance of staying in the game, I click recover and hope Gastrodon is bulky enough and lucky enough to take on that Sigilif here. So I am just going to recover. And we are going to hope. We are going to hope. All right. Oyster went down. Skarmory went down. More Pico went down. It's Gastrodon versus the world. Gastrodon versus the world, man. If there's ever a time for Gastrodon to show off, it is right now. Oh, he's not. He's not choiced. Yep, that's going to be it. Never mind. Lucario KOs Gastrodon, and that is going to be, I believe, a 3-0 loss to the Philadelphia Scizors, if I'm not mistaken. 3-0. Unfortunately, it was hell of a match. Hell of a match. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this matchup. Definitely go show love to Chimpact down below. Link to his channel will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to you all soon. Later.